for Zimbabwe at the Cup of Nations finals in Morocco at the end of the year. So certainly one more season for him you would fancy. Chiefs underway. They're in their traditional colours. Gallants in this darkish blue-green. I'm not sure Bradley Cross has ever played in the centre-back position before, certainly not in his time with Chiefs. Header in from Dion. Vuma makes a fairly routine save right at the goalkeeper. Perhaps not enough power on it, but Rook is that there are openings early on here for Gallants.
Well, absolutely. You have two players there. You have Konika and Solomons, and Dion still gets a head on it, which is a cause for concern.
That's a nice little touch from Mark now. Lovely ball in here for Duba. Tight angle, looks for the pass in fact, and well, Lelepo nowhere near the action, and you wonder where was actually the prayer as well.
Well, the big is going as wide as we saw Duba. Who do you play the ball to in the box? Because Duba should be the man in the center with the likes of Dupree and Solomons giving him the service.
Back inside the penalty area. Now let's see what Chiefs can conjure. This is Shabalala, little flick to the back post. Lelepo high up into the sky, and that'll be a goal kick.
Well, I think it's something from the training field. Lelepo was, but instead the angle was very tight, and going for goal wasn't the best option. But I think more than anything,
now, a bit of pace from Lelepo. This looks promising for Kaizer Chiefs. Good shot! What a goal! What a goal! Cutting inside, the Congolese strikes it firmly with the right foot. No chance for Arubi, and almost out of nowhere, Kaizer Chiefs have the lead. Pumping his fists. Happiness is Kaizer Chiefs in the lead here. But we all know one of those was a complete load of nonsense. It was an own goal by Ofori, so this is the third of the season for him, and what a goal it is indeed. First one since February as well for the big Congolese. He was dropped a couple of weeks ago against Mamelodi Sundowns in the cup match, but he has responded, and it's going to be very difficult to drop him now. There was a little bit of a deflection there off Vusi Sibia, which maybe made it a bit more difficult for Arubi, but the power behind that stolen away by Mokobodi. Maklatsi in support. Chance at the back post. Well, he had time and space there, the Zimbabwean Sindami.
Yeah, it's time than what you thought. Once again, Chiefs a little bit careless in midfield. Great ball played in. 2 against 2 on the far post. He had all the time in the world, and that's where Dion is saying, put it on the chest. You can see him showing him there that you had more time.
Big man off forward to see if Gallants can equalise in these early stages. Goes for goal. Little flick on, back post opportunity. Corner's been given. And that was of the execution.
Took a wicked deflection of the wall, and some good defending there on the far post.
Lelepo was the man who had the last touch here. He saw the danger, came in here, the goal scorer.
Yeah, Lelepo did well. Dion was waiting to pounce.
Play a total of 30 games in the season. This campaign is going to be 28 for everybody. Over the head of Duba, back from Dupree. Chance here for Mart. Duba again. Solomon's on the right foot. Into the arms of Arubi. Mokobodi goes for goal, and a touch over the top from Vuma. Was that headed in?
Much better effort from MARUMO Gallants. And you just hoof the ball in. The chances are the defending team will have the upper hand. There we see.
Now the corner to the back post. Cross got a touch to it. Still up in the air. Sindami's in there. Chiefs will win this aerial battle and clear. Maklatsi got a touch above the head of Shabalala. suppose that's not terribly difficult. Here is Sendami now, left-footed strike, and the follow-up in the back of the net. Vuma played it into the path of the defender Matiani, who has got his 6th career goal, having scored against Supersport United earlier this season. Now grabs another.
See, ball unable to be cleared. Matlatsi winning the ball, and once again, it's a 2v1 situation there. Matlatsi able to pinpoint his pass. There we see the initial shot, well struck, and the follow-up. Brilliant. Good goal there from MARUMO Gallants. Question marks about the defending, Mark.
Matiani sticking this in with a left foot as well.
Yeah, you got to ask questions. Who was marking? Where's Matiani when that particular effort was scored?
Now Gallants with an opportunity to go ahead here, going for goal just over the top.
Now the best of efforts there. You can see he's disappointed. Strikes it, but never dipping it enough to give Vuma any problem.
Okobodi's been taking most of the set pieces along with now Shabalala opens up a bit of space here. Shabalala, ball in for Duba, surely a chance for number 2, and it hits the upright. Lovely work from Shabalala to set that up. Duba should have finished it. A real let-off here for MARUMO Gallants.
Yeah, MARUMO pushing a high line there, and Duba making a tiniest run. He's not offside. Great run. Unfortunately, the goalpost came to the rescue of MARUMO Gallants.
And then following up, Ashley Dupree, watch here, doesn't stick it away. I think he's surprised by 33-year-old is Mobocho. He had a season with Sekukune United in the last campaign, came back to Gallants, who he had served before. Sendami takes it, looking for the touch, that's gone all the way in from the free kick. The Zimbabwean scores from an incredible range. Vuma beaten, and Gallants go into the lead. What a goal that is.
Well, sufficient touch to it was. Let's look at it again, Mark, and see. Ball played in. Looks like he could be marginally offside. Just the slightest of touches. But when the ball was played, was he offside? There's the touch. And
is there a touch, Farouk? Let's have a look here.
Well, let's look closely. No, there's no touch. I just think the bounce is what caught Vuma off guard. If it's a touch.
Good turn from Potsani. It's got the pace. Can he get it square? Potsani goes for goal himself. And then Nange heads that ball away for a corner. Well, obviously into the derby with their tails up. And a draw with Chippa United last Saturday. Now trailing here against Gallants, unless Duba can change things around. Morris waits in the middle. Duba, little floater in there. Oh, and Castillo's header is put over the top by the acrobatic 39-year-old Washington Arubi.
A fantastic opportunity. Duba doing ever so well. Castillo, look at him timing his run in there, showing you where he wants it, but there's Castillo coming late in. And excellent execution. It's Morris who took away the defense, and it's Castillo.
Kaizer Chiefs, as they head to the possibility of a second successive season without top 8 football.
Well, I think the net bank would determine that particular.